Okay, we're Team
Or Team
Locks.
Lock.
I'm Eliza.
And I'm Aaron.
And we're here to reintroduce Rabbi Prosnit to our community because he's now our new senior rabbi.
You're Rabbi.
So, first of all, when did you know that you wanted to be a rabbi?
Great question. It's so awesome to be interviewed by the two of you. And so I think the first time I thought I would want to be a rabbi, well, my dad's a rabbi. And so I think it was always in the back of my head. And I remember that he always really loved being a rabbi and was like, oh, if he likes it, I probably want to do that as well. And so I think that was kind of so at a young age, I'm sure I went up on the beam and was like, oh, this is a place that I feel comfortable.
I see. What are some of the things that you were excited about that you did as a junior rabbi?
That I get to do as a rabbi?
That you already did as a junior rabbi.
Yeah, so first, B'nai Mitzvahs. So I got to be at both of yours, which was pretty awesome. It's always fun to welcome someone into Jewish adulthood. So I love doing that. I love confirmation, which is our 10th grade program, which Eliza has done. And I know that Aaron will do in a couple of years. And then I think other things that I loved doing as a junior rabbi, I would say any teaching that I got to do for adults, as well as teaching that I got to do for students. That's always something. I'm doing the social justice work. So like the Fun Club, which I know you've been a part of, helping those with refugees, some of the environmental cleanups and everything like that.
Cool. So what do you want to accomplish or change as a senior rabbi?
I think I want to accomplish the feeling that of a close-knit Temple Emanu-El community. That's one of my big hopes that I can do in the coming years. And of course, it's a little hard when we can't be in person together, but I think there's something really important about Temple Emanu-El as a caring community. And so making sure that we continue to reach out to people who are in need, calling people and helping people with food or rides. And so really thinking about what a caring community looks like, but also making sure that people feel that they are part of a family. And I think that's something we can do.
I think Aaron might be frozen.
Oh, sorry. I'm back.
Next question.
If you were a style of egg, example, scrambled, fried, hard-boiled, etc., which one would you be?
I would definitely, can I go with an egg sandwich? I think
Okay,
there's nothing better than a croissant, cheddar cheese, and an egg on it.
What kind of egg, scrambled or fried?
I think I would go with scrambled. I think that it's something really delicious. Like Manhattan Bagel, I think makes it pretty good. No, like cheddar and croissant and eggs.
So do you think that like represents you? Like if you were an egg?
Oh, if I was,
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you said, what do I like to eat?
That was the original question.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, I think because it's like comfortable. Like, I think that's something that maybe describes me. Like, I hope that people feel that they can approach me and that they can feel connected to me. And I think there's something very comfortable about eating that and so that's what I hope would represent me.
Cool. So here's what everyone's wondering. Do you plan to continue the tradition of dropping an apple into honey on the first day of Hebrew school?
Good question. I think we're thinking about new rituals that we might be able to create. Okay. And also this year, actually, religious school doesn't happen until after the high holy days. So I think we have to think about what that might look like differently. So yeah, religious school doesn't start till October. So Rosh Hashanah is in early September. So it doesn't really work.
So we're going to have to... So stay tuned.
Stay tuned. I don't know if you have any good ideas. Let me know how we can kick off religious school.
I'm going to rabble. Yeah, okay.
Maybe a sandwich or maybe an egg sandwich.
So tell us about like your family and stuff like that.
Yeah. So many of you know. So I have two kids. I have Zoe. She's 2. She's starting in the 2s at Temple Emanu-El coming up. Caleb is 5.5, and he'll be at the JCC in kindergarten, which is really exciting. Always looking for babysitters, so just let me know if you want to babysit. They're cute kids. And then Ariel, my wife, so we live on the south side of Westfield, and we've loved it here. It's been a really wonderful community for us. So now I'm entering my 7th year, and we just feel like the greater Westfield area is a place that has lots to do, and lots of fun things that we can connect with. And the temple has been really places where we've met really good friends, and felt really close in our community too.
Cool. So, what are some ways you plan on increasing engagement in our community virtually and then eventually in person?
So a couple things. So virtually, I think we've been doing a pretty good job of connecting people on Zoom, on services. We've seen our Shabbat numbers go up. I think people do like having Shabbat services wherever they are. So if you're on LBI or in the Poconos, you can tune on and hang out and be in your pajamas and just come to services and chill. I think I would love to continue to have the opportunity for people to connect over Zoom, right? Sometimes it's a little frontal, like we're just talking to you, but it's always fun when people say hi or are able to have conversations. Maybe we can have some breakout rooms after Oneg or something like that, so people still feel connected in the community. And so that's one way to do it. I also think when we can be back in person, I would love to kind of think about how we can create smaller groups within the temple. We're a pretty big temple. We're actually like the 2nd largest synagogue in all of New Jersey, which is something to be really proud of. But sometimes might feel really big. So how can we make it feel sometimes smaller by creating small groups of connection? And maybe it's people that really love to hike or really love to bike or really want to study this Talmudic text.
I had no idea.
What'd you say?
I just had no idea we were the 2nd biggest in the state.
Oh yeah, I know, right? That's pretty awesome. So 2nd biggest Reform synagogue. So I just want to. But that's still pretty big.
There's a lot of Reform synagogues in New Jersey.
There are 44 Reform synagogues in all of New Jersey. So we're the 2nd largest, which is pretty, I think, powerful to say. And I think, but we also want to create moments where people can connect with around like interests that they are into. And so how awesome would that be to kind of create small communities within our larger community?
Do you play any sports?
Do I play any sports? Yeah, so I play tennis. I haven't played as much tennis as I would have liked, but I think we still, Aaron, and Eliza, we still have a tennis match with your dad.
Yeah,
right?
I know. It's on.
We have to find that out later this summer. We have to do that. I shoot some hoops. I've been trying to run. I've always thought like it'll be fun to run a marathon. I don't think it's going to happen this year, but maybe in the future. But tennis is my big sport. Before I became a rabbi, I don't know if you know this, but I actually coached high school tennis.
Oh, really?
I was a high school history teacher in Worcester, Massachusetts.
Oh, okay.
I taught 11th grade and 12th grade. But I also coached the boys' high school tennis team. And we won 3 matches, which was really awesome. Oh, I have a guest here. Can you want to come? Hi?
Special guest coming to join the interview.
Yeah, Caleb.
Hi, Caleb.
Hi.
You're being interviewed right now.
Yeah.
Daddy,
yeah.
You have a sis after this call when Zoe wakes up. Do you think you could bring up my tent?
Yes. Awesome. I'll do that. All right.
I'm going to bring it to the other side where the toy area is downstairs.
Great. Close door. So after this call, I have to bring up the tent for Zoe and Caleb to play with.
Oh, that's pretty exciting.
Yes, but I coached high school tennis, and we won 3 matches, which was really good because the year before they won 0 matches. So I felt
that's definitely improvement there.
a huge improvement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is?
Close the door.
Oh, okay. 1 second.
Didn't Cantor Novik also play tennis? Or didn't used to play tennis?
I think so.
Yeah.
Aaron asked, did Cantor Novik play tennis?
Yeah, Cantor Novik was a ranked tennis player.
Yeah, I remember she told me that during
Maybe we can have a clergy versus clergy tennis match, and we can.
Okay, that's how we should have like a tennis group, and we can set up brackets and stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome.
So what is a Jewish value or phrase that you live by or find most important?
I think the phrase tzedek tirdof is really powerful to me. That means justice, justice you shall pursue. We find that in Deuteronomy. And I think it's powerful because we say tzedek, tzedek tirdof, that you have to pursue justice. You don't have to complete it. You don't have to solve all these issues, but you have to do it. You have to try to make change in this world. You have to pursue it. You have to think about what you're doing in this world and say, can I make changes in my own life? Or can I do something differently? Or can I help someone to get closer to that justice moment? We can't stand idly by. We have to do something. And so I think about that in the work that I do and the work that our synagogue does as well.
Okay, finally, we have a very, very important question. What is your ideal bagel?
Ideal bagel. I would say whole wheat everything bagel, fresh, not toasted, with cream cheese and lox.
Yes! Look,
Aaron likes that answer.
Good, I think so.
there's lox.
Okay, so that is our last question. Thank you so much for coming, because I know you're busy.
Well, Aaron and Eliza, thank you for interviewing me. This was a great joy, and I hope that I get to see you in person real soon, and I'll also see the rest of the community. I'm looking forward to really continuing to build relationships in our congregation. And so thank you for all your great questions, and I look forward to seeing everyone real soon.
Team Lox out.
Out.